What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a Heart's Desire reading for the sign of Leo. Leo, you are last but not least on the list this week for the zodiac lineup. Okay, remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So, if y'all are not familiar with the Heart's Desire, this is a new reading that I have substituted the self-care readings for, okay? Self-care and both the Heart's Desire used to be on IG. I'm no longer over there and brought everything over here, okay? If you are still interested in the self-care readings, by all means, you can head over to my channel and look through my playlist, and I do have these self-care spotlight messages over there. Okay, they're always available to you. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into y'all's reading. With the Heart's Desire, I use 4 decks. We're gonna start off with the Mystic Mondays. Okay, we're gonna pick 3 cards out of here, 1 from the top, 1 from the bottom, and 1 energetically from the middle. And all 3 cards are your energy based on your present, past, and future energy. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck for your overall energy. Okay, then we'll switch to the Muse Tarot to clarify, and we'll do the same thing, and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck, and then we will reshuffle both the Hearts Oracle here and the Power of Surrender, and we'll look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, that will be your advice and then supporting messages. Okay, so let's get into it. 1 from the top, 1 directly from the bottom, and then 1 energetically from the middle. And we'll look at the bottom momentarily. Okay, so let's see what you have, Leo. Okay, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the energy as we move through the week, and hopefully your energy has changed a bit. Okay, so we have the King of Wands in your present energy. We have the Hierophant, okay, in your past energy, okay, and the Princess of Swords in your future energy. Okay, so from looking at this in your present energy, you're in the King of Wands status. Okay, so I'm feeling this sense of wanting to conquer something. Okay, Leo, you're very passionate right now about what it is that you want moving forward. Take that how it resonates for you. Okay, but you do have this very conqueror type vibe. Okay, as you see his cape, he's got a cape on in this card. Okay, coming across as a little bit, I'm going to say more mature, if you will, more mature than the Knight of Wands, which is usually more playeristic type energy. Okay, so now it's like you're in this more mature, conquering, knowing what you want type of vibe. Okay, in the past we have energy, we have the Hierophant. I feel like with the Hierophant, maybe in the past you thought you knew everything you needed to know, but as they say, you know, you're never too old to learn something. So in the past energy, you more so acted as though you were very aware, or you thought you were aware, but I don't think you really were. Okay, there's always room to grow and learn in life. Okay, and it's never too late to learn a new lesson. Okay, or to learn something new. Okay, because I am hearing something in the realm of maybe in the past, as far as like hearing something about skill set. Okay, it's a little bit jumbled, but something about skill set, okay? Maybe in the past you were learning something and now you have mastered it, okay? With the King of Wands here, okay? Future energy, Princess of Swords, okay? Um, the sword is a little bit bent here instead of being, straight, okay? So could possibly mean kind of like bending the truth a little bit, okay? And kind of shining a light on something, okay? While, and I'm hearing like misdirection in a sense. So maybe you are some sort of magician or you're learning something related to illusions, okay? Or that's something that you're doing within your life now, okay? As far as relates to people around you, relationships, things of that nature, okay? You could be bending the truth a little bit, okay? Possibly within a job arena, okay? As far as like your resume, maybe you're not stating everything that you need to, or you're refraining from mentioning some things in order for you to get this job, all right? That's not for everybody, it's just for a small few. Let's turn the card over, okay? Well, the deck over. And we have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups, the overall energy, okay, for this main spread, okay? So, Four of Cups. You have these 3 cups in front of you, and you have 1 cup above you. You're focusing on one thing and one thing only, okay? This could be in a good way or it could be in a bad way. Only you would know, okay, Leo? I still feel this withholding information type thing, and it's something that's very important, okay, that is going to need some explanation, okay? This is in reference to a job. You are going to have to be honest with whatever it is that you are withholding, okay, because it may either keep you from getting or moving forward, okay? So it's better to be upfront about it than to have it come out later on, and that then kind of hinders your integrity, okay? You look, oh, people are going to look at you sideways, okay? So be forthright about what it is that you're hiding, okay? It may not even be as bad as you think it is, okay? Let the other person make that call, okay? Not you, okay? Because you could be hindering yourself from being misjudged for something that really truly wasn't your fault, okay? Let's go ahead and get into the clarifiers. So, we're going to go into the muse for you guys, okay, as usual, and we'll do the same as before. 1 from the top for the King of Wands, 1 directly from the bottom for the Hierophant, and then 1 energetically from the middle for the Princess of Swords. Okay. And we'll look at the bottom momentarily to clarify the Four of Cups. Okay. So, wow. Okay, so in Libra's, was it Libra? Yes, I think it was in Libra's reading. They got the same card in the same placement. Okay, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, right now you have the Tower, the Fool, and an Awakening. Okay, damn near 3 major arcanas in your clarifiers with 1 in your main spread. Okay, so let's start off with the King of Wands with the Tower. Okay, present energy. Okay, like I said before, you feel as though you have conquered something presently. Some type of epiphany has occurred where you have finally made the choice of what it is that you want to do moving forward. There's something that you are very experienced in, okay, and you want to branch out on that a lot more, or you want to revisit that type of profession, okay? Because I don't feel like this is not in reference to a relationship, okay? But whatever it is, you have accomplished something, a certain skill set, and you're having an epiphany, or obviously seeing that it's something that you should pursue, okay? So something has happened in your present to get you to this status, okay? Having to make some changes, if you will, okay, in order to pursue whatever this is, okay? The Fool is here to clarify the Hierophant, okay? Like I said before, you felt as though you knew everything you needed to know, okay? But, and this is in past energy, but you took a leap of faith to go towards something else, okay? You learned everything you could about something you did in the past, okay? It could have been also learning about certain relationships in the past that you had, as far as family, friends, things of that nature. And maybe some people didn't think you could pursue something else, okay, or had the ability to learn something else. However, I feel like you are a quick learner, Leo, thus the reason why you take risk on certain jobs or skill sets, because you're able to master them, whatever it is that you do, okay? So you took the time to have faith in yourself in the past, when others did not, and you took a leap of faith on possibly, like I said, another skill set, okay? Thus turning you into this King of Wands, okay? So, in the future placement, we have Awakening, clarifying the Princess of Swords, okay? In this sense, in the near future, I feel like a light is going to either be shown on that in which you are withholding back information on, okay? Either you're going to be relinquishing some truth, but not all the way. Something that I like to call half-truths, okay? Half-truths meaning that you provide half of the information and not all of it, okay? You may provide what's most important while holding back, or what you think is most important, and holding back what really needs to be said, where someone is going to feel as though something's missing, okay? Like if you tell a interviewer, someone who's interviewing you, and you tell them all these great things that you know how to do, and they always ask, what was your last job? And if you left that job, or if you were terminated from that job, what was the reason? If you don't relinquish the reason, and or you say, well, we just had differences in, or lack of communication, things of that nature, and they're like, well, you have all these great qualities, especially if it comes out that you were unfortunately let go from the job. They're going to be like, well, you have all of these great qualities, you have a great resume. Why would they let someone like you go? Something is missing to them, okay? Or something just doesn't add up, okay? And it's going to cause an awakening for that person in the near future. So again, like I said, you can withhold information or focus on this one thing. It's like two-sided in your spread here. One, whatever it is that you're withholding, you're spending too much time focusing on that, and it's keeping you from moving forward. That's for some of you. For others of you, you're withholding this information because it may look bad on you in the long run. Or let's say you're holding back, maybe you've had too many terminations and you're kind of holding that back. If you know what the reason for those terminations are, it looks better for you to take accountability for the reason why you were terminated and state that you learned from it, so that way that person takes a chance on you. Okay? Granted, the fool being here. Okay? So, in the awakening being here is them saying, well, yeah, they may have had a lot of terminations, but they stated, they were younger then, which is, one thing that definitely stands out for a lot of, jobs or interviewees or hiring managers. They're like, well, they were young then. That was an older time. They've, of course, presently are more mature now. They've learned from their lessons. Maybe we can take a chance on this person. Okay? But that's only if you are open to being very honest and not giving half truths where they have to pull it out of you. It's best to just rip off the band-aid, put it out there in the forefront, so that way they can make an informed decision, not you. Okay? You're not hiring you. You applied for the job knowing that you were capable of doing the job. It is up to them to decide whether or not they want to take a risk on you. You're already taking a risk on yourself by applying for the job. They have to awaken to the fact that you are able to do the job and they're willing to take the risk on you. Okay? So, that being said, let's look at the bottom. We have Ace of Emotions, which is Ace of Cups. Okay? Ace of Cups. Okay? Overflowing emotions here, clarifying. Let's not forget the Four of Cups. Okay, so lots of emotions here. Okay, but I do not feel like this emotion is towards anyone in particular. As we talk about the heart's desire, I think your heart's desire, Leo, is to accomplish something more career based, possibly. Okay, not just also career based, but anything that has happened in your past that is a hindrance to you. Okay, coming to terms with it. Okay, write down what your lessons are, those things that seem to be an obstacle for you in this thing called life. Okay, as far as relationships with family, friends, taking risk on yourself, taking risk on others, and it not paying off in the long run. Okay, and stop focusing on that one thing. I find it very coincidental with these two cards coming out. With the Four of Cups, that one cup right above her head and all these three cups right here. Okay, needing to more so focus on what you have in front of you, not what's happened in the past. And then the Ace of Emotions being the Ace of Cups coming out. Okay, in regular tarot, it's usually a cup with nothing but like water pouring out of it, like your cup overflow. Okay, that's that cup right there. Okay, you focusing on the past. Okay, and it's time for you to move forward and stop thinking about what hindered you in the past. Own up to it. Okay, and move on to a sense of accepting what was. Okay, and what is now. You've grown tremendously from it. You've learned from it. It's not like you're going to do it again. Okay, so why not move from it? So we're going to go ahead and shuffle the Hearts Oracle here once more, and then we'll cut 3 times and we'll look at the bottom of the deck to see what your final decision or outcome is with this spread. And we'll go ahead and cut 3 times. Okay. And we'll read from the book directly. Simply love. Simply love is at the bottom of the deck for you, Leo. Okay. The number 6. Number 6 in numerology for me is talking about reevaluating. Okay. So possibly reevaluating your life. Again, we did touch slightly on relationships, okay? Doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a platonic relationship. It could be a paternal relationship, okay? As you see a father and son there, okay? Maybe getting closer to your father or any other masculine energy that you looked up to as a child. Maybe you are becoming a father, okay? But just kind of going around that, okay? I'll hold the card here. I am hearing something else as far as the King of Wands and the Tower. Possibly something going on with a fatherly dynamic, okay? But that's not for everyone. That's just coming through towards the end as we round out your reading here, okay? But it says innocence, nostalgia, kindness, and children. People often fondly remember the innocence of youth as a time when life seemed simpler. This card is a call to action to bring that innocence and energy into the present and into your relationships. As much as you can, interact with others from a pure and open heart, full of love and free of ulterior motives. Do this, and you'll find that your relationships will deepen and require far less effort. Thus, what I was saying in reference to holding back information, okay? Trying to manipulate things, okay? When you reminisce about your past, bring back only the happy memories and cherish them. Kindness and generosity are at the forefront when this card appears. Look for ways to help family and friends, especially children. Reach out to them and assist them in any way you can. Sometimes just a bit of attention is all that someone needs. Where kindness prevails, relationships flourish. And if you're hoping to become pregnant or adopt a child, this card is a positive sign. Okay? For some of you, I didn't really feel anything about children in the forefront. Okay? Except for that small channeled message of it being a possibility. Okay? But it's more so, we talked about the past, reflecting on the past, something that is either troubling or hindering you in some shape, form, or fashion, okay? So I don't feel that last line in there strongly, all right? So let's go into the power of surrender, okay? But everybody, again, these are general messages, not personal. So you take what resonates and pass the rest to the next, okay? Where you get in where you fit in this reading, okay? So we have this shuffle here and then one more after, and then we'll cut. This deck, Power to Surrender, does not have a book to it, so the message is clearly on the card, okay? If I get anything else, I will state it in the reading. Okay. So, now that we've done that, let's see what your card is at the bottom of the deck. Surrender worry. Surrender worry, Leo, okay? Let's read what it says at the bottom. It says, make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. Surrender worry, okay? That one thing that you think is a very big deal is probably not as big as you think it is, okay? Don't worry about it, all right? You learn from it, you grow from it, you acknowledge it, not in a sense of scarcity, but owning your mistakes and growing from them and being that mature person that you are right now, okay? It's not about your past. It's about what you're able and capable of doing now, okay? So I'll read that one more time before I let you guys go. Surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. Okay? So, Leo, that is all that I have for you guys today. I will see you guys on Thursday for your word from the ancestors. Until then, peace.